folks, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. We are here in Wacky Worlds. This is the game that I've never played of Roller Coaster Tycoon, just like Time Twisters. These were complete money grabs by Atari, I believe, and yeah, I just didn't appreciate it, so I never bought them. My computer was luckily able enough to run them, unlike Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, but that's a different story for a different time. Let's take a look at what we have here. We are in Canyon Calamities. Now, it says I won this one, and I already did. This is the only scenario I've ever played of this game, and I played it right before recording this, but I hit mute on my own microphone by accident while adjusting it, so it got no sound. So I'm just going to re-record this, and yay, here we go. But we have to build a theme park on limited land on either side of this natural treasure. You have the opportunity to buy neighboring land from the Native American Indians. You have to compete with the objective to sustain the town's local population. All right, we just need to get 100,000 guests, or excuse me, 1,000 guests, not 100,000, 1,000 guests in our park at the end of October, year 3, with a park rating of at least 600. Not a big deal, and also it comes pre-built with rides, which is fantastic. So we have this bad boy, which we're going to do some construction with, mainly because it doesn't have on-ride photo, and I believe, if I remember correctly, I just played it, I don't remember. Yeah, this one only you have to pay per for entry fees, so that's going to be a thing that we need to do. Over here we have this ride, which showcases stagecoaches, which is a new thing, and then you can see there's some new theming. We got this stuff. The cactus looks good. These redwood trees cannot be removed for whatever reason, and they also look ridiculously out of place compared to the other graphics of the game. These things are just stupid. We have this. We have that thing, which is just stupid. We have the canyons, which I actually really like the edge of this. I think they're kind of cool. And then we have this like super, I don't know what to say racist, but it's definitely an insensitive area over here that say natural Indians or Native Americans, excuse me. And then they just put a bunch of teepees all over the place with some totem poles, like, and a bonfire. Come on, guys. But we take a look at the area. There's plenty of areas to build in, but it did say we have access to more. So if we take a look and pull up this, we don't have anything over here, but we could purchase all of this. And if we switch over to property rights, we have basically this half of the canyon is ours. The other half belongs to the Native Americans, and then we can buy their land if we want. But we're not going to do that because we have no need to. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to test out this ride, and we're going to test out this ride because we need those to be able to continue farther down the chain here. And then I also need to see, see, this one does have its stuff. So it's 3 minutes and 28 seconds. And I know I'm talking around in circles right now. Again, I just played this one, so I'm trying to wrap my head around how I could have done it better. And I did not have my calculator with me when I was doing this, so it definitely affected the output of the rides here. So that's going to be 8 seconds with a minimum of like 6. Cool. And I'm just going to call that Monster Trucks. This one we're going to do construction on. I'm going to redo all of the pathing because I hate how it's done here. And then we'll figure out what we're doing next. But I think what we're going to do is bring a path out here and come up. So probably from here over, come up and around. And then this path's going to come over and go straight into there is what I'm thinking. We'll see what happens. Again, these redwood trees cannot be removed. So that's a little bit of a problem. We have a nice area over here. Before we dive into this park, though, let's take a look and see what we have. Transportation-wise, we just have a train, which is fine. We have a decent selection. So we have a carousel, observation tower, bumper cars, and we already have the monster trucks. Cool. Roller coaster-wise, that is a corkscrew coaster. Okay. What is that? A twister? What the ever-loving crap is that? What train is that? Surfing trains? Oh, okay. I can't tell what it is. Are they standing? Wide coaster trains which are stand on surfboards. Okay. That's kind of a little ahead of its time, right? Like that's a real thing that exists now. All right, that's cool. There's at SeaWorld, they have a standing coaster that you kind of surf on. Anything else special? Doesn't look to be. Thrill rides. Oh, we got good ones. Yeah, man. Got 1, 2, 3 solid rides. We got splash boats. Heck yeah. And then we have a good selection of this stuff. All right, let's take a look and see what we have to research. We're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of shops and stalls. We'll keep the rest of these and we'll throw it up at max funding. Not a big deal. And the bulldozer tool, we're going to use to get rid of some of this pathing because this is atrocious, most of this. So let me get rid of a lot of this stuff. because I'm not a fan. It just really bothers me, some of this stuff that they have for this particular scenario. I don't know why they did it the way they did, but it's terrible. Like, across the board terrible. All right, so let me get our people back where they need to be. Yeah, Jolly James. We got Security Sam and Handy Andy B. I love it. All right, so let's go in and take a look and see what we have here. Cool. And we only have 2 colors there. Interesting. All right. So let me clear out all of that stuff. We'll get rid of you and you. We're going to get rid of you and you. I don't care about this flag here because it's just going to be flowers that we have to water continually, and I don't want to deal with that. Get rid of all of that pathing, all of that, all of that. Fantastic. And then we should be able to get rid of this and that. And there we go. Okay. And we just need to... Nope, not that. Although, yes, we do need to fix this right up as well. All right, so let's do some work here real fast. That's going to be the last break at 9, and then we can have that go into the station. And then we're going to delete all of this, going back to there, where we'll throw an on-ride photo section. And then we'll go back to this one. And we'll just creep all of this up. There we go. Okay, that should be fine for that. I need to take a look and see how we're going to build out this pathway here. So that pathway is going to exist. There's going to be one coming over here because this is going to be an area that we want to build in. It's flat. It's close to the entrance. It should be super easy to build in. So we'll do that. Get all of that set in there. No worries. Easy peasy. All right, I want this pathway to come here. Come over. All right, so this is going to get... Oh, they're all closed too. Cool. All right, so that's going to go there. We'll test this out. Get our bathroom construction going over there. Cool. Construct this. We'll do that over here. Why not? The shirts construction. Throw that right there. Why not? And then I need to see what I want to do here. So that pathway, in theory, can come straight up here. Oh, see, the tree thing is annoying, but whatever. We cannot remove them. But we can build around it, so that's what we'll do. And that will go back there. Can't do anything about that one. That needs to get moved up closer to the front entrance of the park. This bathroom is just going to get pushed over there. All right, we still have all of our food spots. So we have fry stall. Throw that there. Drink stall. I'll throw it over here. And I'm going to be a little bit of a jerk with pricing on all this. And that's mainly just so that we can win easier. Because we're going to need money to build all this stuff out. So I just want to make sure we have said money to do that with. $3 for that. That can go all the way over there. $250 for that. Cool. Did I check same price for all these? I did. And I did. Let's take a look and see what we have here. All right. I've seen online a lot of people who will do $20 when it rains for that. I don't know. I don't actually care about the peeps at all, but it seems like a lot for a small little thing there. So I'm not going to do that to them. although it would be fun. All right, so let's build out the secondary path here. And that's going to lead to this ride. So we can do that. Come, bop, bop. Nope. Did that wrong. There you go. Bop, bop. There we are. Bop, bop. Okay. Now we have all of the basics set. So I can go ahead and open this bad boy up. Very high excitement, very high intensity. Very high excitement, very high intensity. But we do have on-ride photos, which are not going to be free. They're going to be $5. We'll open that one up. This bad boy we can open up as well. And then our park itself, we should be able to open and have it function. We still have some work to do. This pathway needs to come across here. Then we'll join it in over on this side, like so. All right. We'll throw a carousel in over there, I guess. We'll make sure we get that fully loaded and all the stuff for that ready to go. Our park is open. It is going to cost more. It's going to be like $24 just to get in. We have 4 rides set up, 2 of which are coasters. So I feel fairly confident in being able to charge that price. And then we're just going to slowly fill out the park here. So I want this to be like 200 feet tall. That sounds reasonable, right? I do not like the color of that, so we're going to just adjust that real fast. All right, so we got all of that built in there. We're going to put a... oh, we got river rapids. Cool. I love water rides in this game. Unapologetically, I absolutely love water rides in this game. Mainly because they are absolute capacity monsters without really having to do too much work. And they just... They check all of the boxes. They move people. They can be very exciting. And you can make a buttload of cash off of them without really having to do a whole lot of work. Which... checks a lot of boxes for me. All right, so let's go ahead and build out the rest of this area here. We will put in a nice little lemonade stall, which is going to be $3. Any other food option? Which do we have burgers. Heck yeah, we have burgers. They will also be $3. I guess I can make that $2.50 if I want it. So the drinks across the board now are $2.50. Yeah, that's fair. All right, thrill ride wise, I'm gonna throw in an Enterprise. Nope, not construction. I just want to rename it so it's not Enterprise 1. And I did open this one. Fantastic. That one's open. Yes. Okay. Open that. Just make sure it has all its settings it needs. Fantastic. I'm just trying to spread out some love here. Early game, while we still have some ability to do stuff here. I just want to make sure we get all of our boxes checked. Get this park set up to the best of its ability. So that's going to be more of a rusty kind of color. That should work. That all works. Open that bad boy up. There we go. Double all that area up. And again, this is an easy scenario as far as difficulty level goes, so we don't have to probably try as hard as what I'm going here just to get things accomplished. But I do want to make sure we have a nice looking park and one that functions to the best of its ability, which I think it does. Take a look at theming real fast because I haven't looked at any of this. Wild West theming is still the same. But now we have North American theming, whatever the heck that means, which apparently means, it's kind of funny. Old Westy, skyscrapers, canyons, cactus. What the heck is that? A telescope and some girders. And this is very much America. Just weird selection. You can see why I didn't buy this game originally, because this is very clearly a cash grab. And I hate so much of it that's that, but that's just what it is. It's a cash grab. There's no other way to describe what they did with this game to make it what they did. All right, so we got that. Boom, boom. Let's knock that down. I need to bring it up one. There we go. I can never do the math on that properly of how to make it perfect like that. All right, we'll throw an on-ride photo section in there because, again, I need to be able to print money. And the only way to print money in this game is to have rides that help you do that. So we're going to encourage this property to help us print some money in the easiest way ever, which is on-ride Photo City. And we're going to take out a few loans while we get ourselves established here. That's okay. Let's see. We're going to need more than 3 boats. Let's go with 8. Test. Name it Splash Boats. $5 for the on-ride photo. Fantastic. It's probably going to be more like 15 seconds, I think. All right. We're doing the work here. We got a log flume coming our way, and I think that's the... Yeah, we're going to turn off water rides after that because I don't want any of the dumb water rides. The water rides, like, this is crazy high capacity. River Rapids, crazy high capacity. Log flume, crazy high capacity. You know what's not high capacity? All of the other water rides. They are ridiculous in every sense. But those 3 are beautiful and lovely and the best. So we got those going. Let's speed up time a little bit here. See that 10 seconds isn't far off of the minimum wait time. Let's take a look and see what we got here as our actual numbers. So 1 minute and 58 seconds, so just about 2 minutes. 60 plus 58 is 118 divided by 8 is going to be 14.75. Look at that. That's pretty impressive, folks, for just doing eyeball guesswork. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. So we've made a fair amount of money in the time that I was talking there, which is also fantastic. Let's go ahead in here and get some of the... Oops, I have to make sure it's the same price everywhere, even though we're probably not going to have to build... Honestly, we're probably not going to have to build too much more in this park to get it to be what we want it to be. But we'll see what happens here. That. Throw in another bathroom. Fantastic. Do I want to throw in another info kiosk? Of course I do. All right. So let's go into our finances. We're going to do an advertising campaign. I want to do it for the splash boats, I think. And we're going to do that for 12 weeks. Take out a small little loan to do that. And then we'll speed the game up a bit here. We just need to get some capacity. It's interesting, there's like holes in the roofs. Like that's kind of... It's a fun aesthetic that we could definitely play with for like pirate areas or some battle or making a place look run down. I dig it. I want to build a log flume somewhere in here and then maybe a coaster over here because we own all the construction rights here. We just can't build it on land. So a station could easily go in, a small lift hill that dives down here, then comes... We could do some cool stuff. And what's great is we're already a third of the way to winning this challenge. And we've paid back all of our original loans. So we're making money hand over fist. This is not a big deal. We'll beat this without really even having to try. And maybe I should have kept all of the original pathing the way it was and all that, but it's just not how I like to play. I don't like doing that stuff. I like to actually try to make it semi-legit. And this is the only way I know how to do it. So we're going to try building a corkscrew coaster So we could probably build it in this area. Maybe we could have it loop over the pathways here. So I don't... So let's say if I do that... Let me build backwards because that's going to be determine our height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that will work. And how many cars do we got? 7. We can get up to 8, I believe. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that is there. A small half loop. Corkscrew left. On-ride photo. Corkscrew left. Small half loop. Cool. That we're just going to move over here. This entire pathway is going to get rerouted just a bit. Let's just move that back over to there. Put that there. And then we can return to this. I apologize for my stupidity there, but going to the right. Cool. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That all should work. Let's just call this corkscrew. Want some more color in there, so I'm going to brighten it up a bit because it's kind of a drab park so far. That looks good. Reverse incline shuttle. Do that. Wait for a full load. All of that. Let's test it. Make sure it all works. Looks like it's going to make it through all that stuff, no problem. Good. Slows down to 25-ish, but the approach speed is fine. And it's going to come back in. Let's see. How about these rides? Are they generating revenue for us yet? This one, not so much. This one had to have generated some money for us, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, we'll open that bad boy up. I'm just going to remove access to this particular area because nobody needs to go over there. Actually, can I just build that straight out? Yeah, we can do that. Lay down coaster, that's fine, but we don't need coasters at this point. Channel rides and thrill rides are where we need to live. I also need to hire a whole bunch more handymen and women. So we got that. Need some more ride mechanics because Mechanical Martin can't do everything. All right, you can see people are flowing into this park. Like it's gangbusters. We're gonna be fine here. We got plenty of people coming into the park. We got all of the things happening. All right, we'll throw a scrambler over here, I guess. Vertical spike keeps breaking down. I'm not a big fan of that. All right, so twist is going to open up, and then I'm hoping I can get a log flume in this general area here. Have it. I hate mini golf. like in real life, I love mini golf. In this game, I hate it. And Space Rings are, it's obviously the worst ride in the game without question. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a log flume put in here. We'll do that. Bring that up. Cool. Nope, just want to go down 2. Let's see, I can do a reverser section here. Do that, throw an on-ride photo section, obviously. Can I do, oh, I just need one more spot. Okay, so I should be able to do that. There we go. That should work. Again, I love a good log flume because they're just reliable rides that you can use all day. You don't have to have crazy capacity, or you don't have to do that much, and they generally wind up being medium excitement to high excitement depending on what you do, and they're just capacity monsters. And I love a good capacity monster. I don't think we're going to need any capacity monsters for this particular park. We're going to get to the winnings part of this before we ever have to face. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to go tunneling here. I thought that was raised up, but it is not very clearly. Okay, not a big deal. I can't lower the land. Are you, what the crap? All right, we'll figure it out. What's that button do? All right, so let me close that. We're going to do some construction. We'll put the entrance on the other side. And leave. No, wait for full load. Go ahead and test, my friends. We're already up to almost 800 guests. Like, we don't have to do much to win this, but we shall do the work. There we go. All right, so we have 110 people. So over an eighth of our park is on one ride. We should have good lines for this. If we get rid of that, we have good line for that. Is this thing making us money yet? Please. Oh yeah, that's making us money. And this bad boy should be making us money as well. Heck yeah. We're still at our original loan amount. We actually have made money overall for the months that we have there. And let's take a look. That slows down before that, which again, they go farther when there's weight in them, so you have to be cognizant of that, but should be fine. I'm missing a little spot right there, which is bothering me, and that one we can't do anything about because the game is the game. What I should have done is brought this over through here and then back out, or just straight up and avoided this area entirely, but I didn't, so whatever. And we have our first boat going into the station now. So we have 16 boats at a minute 50 seconds, so 110. Divided by 16 is going to give us 6.8. So our maximum wait time is going to be 7. Our minimum wait time is going to be 4. Bam, bam. Open that bad boy up. And finance-wise, we still have 3 weeks remaining on this. I think we're going to get there before we even have to deal with anything else. So we have car ride coming. Cool. We have River Rapids available to us. I want to build one of these because we don't have that anywhere yet. And this area is dying for something a little bigger. So 120. I like to usually make them about 80-ish feet, 70 to 80 feet. It's usually a good number for the roto drops. You see, these things are dumb. I actually tried trading them out for a different, like the regular roller coaster ones, like the wooden coaster trains. They don't make it up this hill right here if you switch out the trains. So you're stuck with these dumb things that fit 4 people that are totally unrealistic. Whatever, I'm annoyed because it's dumb, but I can only do so much. All right, that fits the bill for what we need there. Fantastic. Have it, don't have it, don't have it, have it, have it. Okay. So we just need to get one of these somewhere in this park. Do I throw it in the middle here just for funsies? Why not? Who cares? We'll leave it in beginner mode. Wait for a full load. There we go. We'll test it, make sure it works. We only have 100 guests left. This bad boy has 128 people on it. Heck yeah. And we only have, what, 85 people left to go. And then we've won this park. I'll speed up time a little bit here. We got our rating. Cool, open that up. We have 50 people left to go. 40 people left to go. Can we pay off our loan entirely in that time frame? I don't think so. We also haven't increased our park entry fee at all since we started this. It's been 24 since we opened the park. And if we were to increase that, we'd win. But there's the W. We got 1,000 guests. There it is. Company value of $305,000. But folks, this has been the first one of Wacky Worlds. I think that's what it is. Or I forget which one this is. It's fine. Really love some of this theming stuff. Like, this stuff is cool. These could have been cooler. But then we go in, like, what is this? Why is that a thing? I don't understand. It looks so dumb. But that's me. I don't know. It's just some interesting choices that the designers of this game made that I don't feel like fit the vibe of Roller Coaster Tycoon. But that's my opinion. Who knows? And eventually, like, if we were to continue this park, I'd build a pathway here, bring it over to join in there, or straight through there. And then we can see there's no reason to bother with the vast majority of this. We already have 1,000. We have that problem solved pretty quick, pretty easy. Folks, this has been our first one of the first expansion of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Hope you join me for more, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.